Okay, guys, listen. President Trump is telling you the truth about when we met, and it was a year and a half or so ago, and he asked me questions. He said, how does your industry like these EV mandates? And I said, sir, they don't like them. Nobody wants to buy those. You know, we're not only auto workers, we're consumers too, right? We don't want to drive those things. How do you pull a trailer with 4 snowmobiles on it up to Traverse City when it's 5 degrees below zero in an EV? You can't do it. But Kamala Harris thinks she knows better than the experts in Detroit. She wants no more combustion engines, internal combustion engines, produced by 2035 because she's smarter than the engineers at General Motors, right? So President Trump gets it. Every time we met, we started talking backstage, and he would ask me questions. I'd give him feedback. We'd talk back and forth, and it became kind of a regular thing. So I got in the habit of coming up here and kind of giving him updates on how things are going in the auto industry. I was holding a rally every week outside of a different auto plant in the Detroit area with a lot of these guys behind me. And we were talking to auto workers all summer long for 4 or 5 months. And I would ask them, I'd do my own poll. What's it like inside? Are they voting for Trump? How's our support? I'd say, do we have majority in there? They'd say, majority? You got 65 or 70%. We're not voting for Joe Biden and then Kamala Harris. So don't believe anything you read in the newspaper. Don't believe anything you see Shawn Fain talking about. The auto workers, UAW members, are voting for Donald Trump for president. Okay. That's the good news. That's the good news. But now I got some bad news for you, and this is going to really tick you off and motivate you to get your friends out to vote. Yesterday, Ford Motor Company sent out notices to all their workers at the Dearborn Ford pickup truck, the Lightning, 100% electric vehicle. They laid everybody off till next year. All right? So those people, through the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, are unemployed. We don't know when they're coming back, but it won't be at least until next year. So I don't know if you saw that news. Now I got some other news that the people in the back there don't like to talk about, but I'm going to pass it on. Now this is big news. Because I've been getting called up on stage and I talk to President Trump on a regular basis, 3 vice presidents at Stellantis reached out to me through a friend of mine who's very tied in with the auto industry, and they wanted to give President Trump some bad news about what Stellantis has planned for next year. But they would only do it on the condition of 100% complete anonymity, because they would be fired and lose their jobs if it came out that they had leaked this information because they had signed non-disclosure agreements. Now, these are not people on the assembly line. These are not high-low drivers like I was. The one gentleman that, the lead of these 3, is a vice president of manufacturing. Now, he recently retired, but they told me, and they sent me all the data and information to back it up, and I've gotten it to the proper people that can vet it, check it out, corroborate it, and make sure it's all legit and accurate. But they told me that the expansions, quote-unquote expansions to the plants in Mexico that Stellantis is currently working on to handle additional capacity, those are going to be the only capacity when they get up and running, because they're going to move all their American production south of the border to Mexico. Now remember, Stellantis is not an American company. You know, Chrysler's been used and abused like a stepchild. They were bought by Mercedes. They were bought by Fiat. Now they're owned by a French company. So they don't care about you. They don't care about our jobs. You've heard all the speakers up here today. every job in the Detroit area relies on the auto industry. But a French company that owns Chrysler is about to send all the Chrysler production to Mexico. There's only one way to stop this. There's only one person who will stop it. His name is Donald J. Trump. So I'm asking you, when you leave here today, you got 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, to get every single person in your contact list out to vote. Not Tuesday. Get them to vote tomorrow and Sunday. Okay? Tell them, do not wait till Tuesday. They got to do it over the weekend. One phone call and they'll know where they got to go. But you got to get them out. And then when they vote, then they can get everybody on their contact list out to vote. We got to make it too big to rig. Let's elect Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States.